Sid and Dion, brothers on a comedy path. All jokes aside, we about to change the math. Real talk plus no filter equals not your usual chatter. From sports to politics, all subjects matter. Never shallow, we about to go into the deep end. Get ready to dive in, go ahead, grab a friend. Now this is grown people business, keep them kids inside. Now that's debatable, jump on, it's time to ride. Yeah, now that's debatable. Now that's debatable. Here we go. Time to start the show.
Yo. Dion, you good? It's like you were shaking your head during the...
Yeah, I got a phone call right as we were starting from a
Okay,
person who knows what I'm about to do, which is really irritating.
I got you. All right, want to make sure you're good. What's up out there, everybody listening and everybody watching? We are Not As Debatable. I am Sidney Smith. That is Dion Curry. We are back. We are here almost every Monday, sometimes on Tuesday, sometimes on Wednesday, sometimes not at all. It just depends on how we feeling, because sometimes we travel and we tell jokes in other places. But we are here tonight. We got a fun show lined up for you all with everything that's been happening over in Ukraine and over in Israel and right here in our own backyards. We wanted to keep it a little light. We wanted to keep it a little bit fun. But as usual, we want the opinions from everybody out there. So make sure you are ready to go with us on that. We do apologize for the late start. It was all Dion's fault, but it's cool. We're not going to point fingers. Dion, what's good, bro? What's good, man? How was the show in Virginia?
I'm just now realizing it was my fault, so you got to give me a second. Happy Monday to you and all our master debaters, wherever you are watching or listening to this show, whether it be right here on Facebook, whether it be inside the group, whether it be on my page or Sydney's page, whether it be on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of the podcast apps that we're on, Stitcher, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're getting us. Thank you for joining us. I had a good weekend, work with my very good friend Greg Fitzsimmons in Arlington, Virginia, at the Arlington Draft House, aka Cinema. It's a movie theater where they play movies during the day and they have comedy at night. Got a nice hole in my hoodie there. I don't know if you can see that. My Now Less Debatable hoodie that I wore all weekend because it was chilly there. Got a nice hole in that.
Just want you guys to know, these hoodies are actually very much quality. Dion's been wearing the shit out of that hoodie though, and washing the hell out of it. So
it is great quality. What I ripped it on was very sharp, and I'm glad it didn't take a chunk out of my arm. But I'll be having that bill sent to the draft house later. I'm good, man. Happy Monday. Like you said, there's a lot going on in the world. This is going to be a lighter show, clearly by Sydney saying it was my fault that we were late when he controls all the buttons. So, yeah.
Let me show you all the control I have right now. Let me go ahead. You see this finger? Power all in here. Bro, so I'm always happy when you go out and you hit the road. And Mary's with us. Mary, what's good? How are you? Glad to see Mary is with us already. If you were out there, give us a shout out. Let us know you were out there. And let's take it back old school. Go way back. Fellas, you out there, ladies, you out there watching this right now. Go ahead and drop us a line. Just say hello and give us a shout out where you're from. Maybe from Topeka, Kansas. Let us know. Maybe from Des Moines, Iowa. Let us know. Maybe from Detroit, Michigan. Let us know. We want to hear all about it. And if you have any thoughts, bring them over to us.
Pick the most depressing places in the country.
Must be my state of mind. First places that
Jesus.
Anyone can say Hollywood or fucking New York City.
New York City, boss.
I had to show my vast knowledge of the map.
Yeah. Everybody watching has no idea where the hell is that at?
You know, notice how they say globe. See right there. Christy, my sister Christy popped up on here. She said, hey, Oxnard, California. See, right there. That's why she is my favorite in-law. Nancy is with us. She said, hey, guys, from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. XO. XO Nancy. So there you go. Suck it, man. Suck it.
Yeah. You might be able to say the name, but can you point it out on the geographical map is what I want to know.
You know damn well I can't point out Oshkosh, Wisconsin. But what I will do is give myself an applause break for bringing in where these folks are from. There you go. Marlene McWilliams is with us from Arkansas. Marlene, it's been a long time. Thank you for jumping in here. Actually, my sister Nancy and Marlene, it's been a long time since I've seen or talked to any of the three of you. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys can stay with us here on the show as long as you possibly can. We're going to have a little fun here. We're going to jump into it. Dion, is our list king of the show. If you are new to the show, Will Branch, watching from Tacoma, Washington. What's good? And on
Shout out to
YouTube.
Will
What's up,
Tacoma.
Will?
Appreciate that. Thank
It-
you. Thank you.
I assume that's one of your homies from way back.
Say that again.
I assume that's one of your homies from way back.
Will Branch,
Yeah,
not from way back.
but you know him though.
I know of him. Yes.
You know what? I don't need this. This it's not like why you acting like you being
He might be
questioned
in the
by the
witness
cops?
protection program, and hey, you never know. You don't want to put people's business out there.
So do you know? So do you know Sydney? Well, I know of him. I don't. I've never had come in direct contact. I mean, we just do a podcast.
Excuse me for a second, brother. I have to respond to this message. I'm sorry.
All
Duty
right,
is calling. Give
that's
me
all right.
just a second.
That's all right. Nancy says 1 hour south of Green Bay, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Mary says, "Who gave Sydney sugar?" Mary, now you know on my most tired days, I got to really pick up the energy and bring it. So that's what I try to do. Mary says, "Phoenix, Arizona." So we got everybody checking in. We appreciate you. All right, we're gonna get into the show. Dion, I think, is taking care of something else right now.
Can you still see me? Can you see me now?
Yeah. Are you good? Or are you
I'm
ready?
back. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
So
I'm
so
sorry about that.
As I was saying before, Dion is the king of the list. If you watch the show, you know Dion is great with bringing these up, and we usually have some great discussions. Like we were saying, both of us, we wanted to keep the show light. So much shit's going on right now. We didn't want to add to it. For anyone who may have people or family over in Israel or over in the Middle East in general, or people who have family here who are dealing with it. You may have people who are dealing with stuff in the Ukraine. You may be dealing with your own bullshit right in your own backyard. I see you Facebook users from Greenwood, Indiana. I appreciate you for checking in.
That's Bruce.
Bruce, we want to keep it light and have some fun. So Dion, List King, if you would take it away with our first one, and what we're going to pick between the one you sent me right just before the show. That's what we're going with.
You want to start with that one? Yeah, we can start with that one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull it up here. All right. So you can only choose one. There are 5 categories. You can only choose one. Choice A is $4,000 a month for the rest of your life, forever as long as you live. Choice B is an 800 credit score for 10 years. Choice C is $100,000 cash right now, and I'm talking right now. As soon as you hear this, boom, money's in your bank account. Choice D is 100,000 XRP coins now, which is cryptocurrency. For those who don't know, this guy right here, never heard of it. And E is rental property worth 150,000 and pays 1,500 a month in income. So which one are you choosing? We've got a bunch of people who have already commented in the post. I'll go ahead and read these here, and
Yeah,
they are surprisingly all the same. Everybody picked the exact same thing.
Are we on? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Andrea Grove said A. Tamonica Turner said A. Heather Hart said A. And Bruce Bolter went with A. Everybody wants $4,000 a month for the rest of their life,
I am.
which roughly translates to what, $48,000 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. I'm actually putting it in there just for people who may jump on it later. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, perfect. I got to tell you, man, 2 of these things on this list to me are absolutely worthless.
Which ones?
And I'm the 100,000 in crypto coins. They can turn crypto off just like that, and then all your coins is gone. You don't have no access to them. You can't tangibly do anything with a crypto coin. It's just out in the ether, and you have to hope that people respect it for what it's actually supposed to be valued at. Crypto goes up and down literally every single day. It's mined, which means what to most people, I don't know. So crypto to me is,
So
you
you're
might
off
as
the
well be playing
crypto.
with. Yeah, it's monopoly money for all I care.
I,
It doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of life.
I'm with you on the crypto. Like I've been with people like Colin Cowherd. For people, if you know him, you know him. If you don't, he's a sports analyst, not even analyst. He's a sports talk show host on FS1, and decent show, pretty good show. It has its up and downs. Anyway, sometimes he has some little nuggets that he says. I'm like, man, I didn't even think about it that way, but yeah, that makes perfect sense. And when it comes to crypto, to this day, it is not governed by the United States. There's no rules to it. There's no nothing. People are just out there doing whatever they want to do with it. So to your point, absolutely, it could be worth 100,000 a day, and worth nothing tomorrow. Remember how everybody was on their date? What was the pieces of art that everybody was trying to buy out in the
Uh, NFTs,
You're right. Oh, you gotta go get an NFT. People were buying and selling them for 100 million and 50 million.
non-fungible tokens.
It was absolutely ridiculous. People were going to buying them, and then one day they're worth $1 million, the next day they're worth 60 cents, and you
I
had no
love how
idea.
the non-fungible tokens were fungible immediately after.
And you had no idea, no idea. So no, I'm out. I'm with you. I'm on no Bitcoins, XRP coins. I own no coins at all.
To me, crypto, like you said, it's not governed by anything. But at the same time, every person that I know who has invested in cryptocurrency has always came back with a scam message at some point, whether it was in the beginning or they figured it out and they started scamming other people. It just got scam written all over it to me, and it's not something that I've ever been interested in. I do find it interesting though that there have been several professional athletes who have asked for part of their salaries to be paid in crypto. Uh, there was a offensive lineman for the Carolina Panthers a couple years ago who asked for half of his contract to be given
Yep,
in
yep.
crypto. So I wonder how he made out, with the market going up and down. Because there's so many. You got Ethereum, you've got Bitcoin, you've got Dogecoin, you've got Shogun, you've got um, paper towel, whatever. It's just like they make up a new one every day, and it's worth 0.0001% of a penny. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, but if you buy a bunch now, one day it's going to be worth $3, and it's
It's like
I don't understand it.
it's like everybody wants to be on to the next new thing. And I know for a while we were on this thing where, oh, one day none of us will live and talk to each other right here in reality. We will all be sitting down, wearing little helmets on our head, leaning back in the chair, and everything will be done out there. Maybe you were born with three eyes right on your fucking face that everybody can see, but not over here, whatever la la land that Facebook and then we're creating and whatnot. You can be as pretty as you want to be, and you can get all the pussy, and you can get all the penis, and you can have all the crypto money. Because you know what? Real money doesn't work. You people out there, not you people, but those people out there are fucking idiots. You will fall for anything. This is just like Y2K, where everybody, like Steve Harvey said, all you motherfuckers went out and got cases of water and all the spam that you can fucking eat, everything. White people didn't know what spam was until Y2K was created, and all of a sudden, all the white people needed spam. I ain't know one white person that ate spam until then.
Uh, I don't know any black people who were eating spam in the late 1990s.
They
That
were
was a
all they were all ready to eat it. They
that
all
was
had
an
their
early 90s problem. We had good times under Bill Clinton.
You sound like an old black man. When Bill Clinton was in office, I never saw less money coming to my paycheck. There was so
I'm
much
just
money
saying.
coming through. Taxes
I'm
was
just
low, pay was high.
we had dial up around that time. Oh, if you was eating spam, you need to get your life together. And by the way, I do own the La La Land NFT. So every time you reference it, I want my 0.0001%.
I tell you what, sue me. Sue me. Yeah,
I'm gonna sue you in Metacourt.
exactly. Oh, I don't have one of those little lead helmets to put on, so I won't.
You're gonna be held in contempt, young man. You're gonna be in meta jail.
I can never get a fucking little meta thing now, so there's some warrant out there waiting for me the minute I enter the metaverse.
That just reminds me of that woman who said she was sexually assaulted in the metaverse. I'm like, ma'am, take off the headset. You can block people. Just any way to be a victim, I swear. But yeah, get rid of the crypto. I
I
want
am
cold hard
I am
cash.
surprised everybody went for $4,000. Well, I'm not surprised because most people want to go for the money, cash, 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 and I get it. I it says rental property out here worth 150K. I mean, there's a couple of decent things out here. The next thing I am going to knock off though, I am going to knock off for me what I do not want. I am going to knock off A. I'm going to knock off the $4,000 a month for life. I'm taking that off. You keeping that? That where you was going?
I don't understand how you could get rid of guaranteed money every month. No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to rely on anybody else. It's just coming to you
Yeah.
like a magnet. 4K
Just like
instant every month.
welfare, coming through every
Yeah,
month.
just
Don't have to do nothing.
everybody needs welfare.
Just
We
got
all
that.
need.
Just got that EBT card in your pocket, just waiting for it
You
to
don't get
fucking
mad
load
when the
up.
government gets EBT. Why you get mad when I get it?
Actually, I do. so
Well,
actually,
then you go complain that they're making a lot more than 4,000 a
EBT,
month.
their EBT gets loaded every time we all get paid every week or every 2 weeks, whatever.
Exactly,
So I do get upset about them having that EBT card.
which is
What
why you should be getting that 4K a month.
the motherfucking taxes coming in, they ain't going out. You tax my money coming in my pocket. You tax it every time it fucking goes out my pocket. So you're damn right. I'm upset with all of you and the government getting that welfare check.
I don't. Why would you get rid of? What reason would you get rid of that one? Please explain.
I mean, it's hard for me to explain, but the 4K is fine. I think you kind of pigeonhole yourself to a certain extent with it making what do we say 48,000.
That's
A
just
year.
guaranteed. It's not out. You can do other things.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
but most people are not. So I'm taking that off the table from people. Most people would not. Most people are going to sit out here and take the
what's wrong with making
48K
$48,000 a year?
because I want you to do something. I mean, get to work, do
Oh
something,
my
earn some
gosh.
shit.
Well, with $4,000 a month, you can do lots of shit. You know how much $4,000 a month will help this podcast? Are you kidding me?
I do. That's why we mention the Patreon every month. Of course, I know how much $4,000 a month will help this.
we
Well, when
we
you put
we
it
both.
that way,
I'm just saying, if I'm getting four, you getting four. That's 8K for the podcast.
but that is not the same as that. We're actually working to get that. Just giving people $4,000 a month. I don't. It's not, it doesn't sit right with my conservative stance.
Oh my gosh. If we all agree money's made up, who cares how you get it?
Which
If
is
it's through crypto, if it's through a job, if it's through disability, if it's through being born into a rich ass family, what difference does it make? It's all the same. It's literally all the
you are
same.
really
The only
just
thing that the only thing that matters is your perspective on somebody else's cash. Which to me, you always tell people not to count your pockets. So why are you counting their pockets or how they got it, whether it
well.
be welfare
This
or
is
this?
this is the show. This is the show. That's why. This is why.
I just find it a tad bit hypocritical, just a tad, just a wee smidgen.
I'm a I'm a conservative. What do you want from me?
Yeah, I want you to liberate yourself. That's what I want. As I pop this Bud Light Lime, because I got to drink now that you said some crazy stuff.
Bud Light Lime. I got to see if they even selling that. You might got a guy who may have some of that still left over from
I do have a
2003.
guy. It's called the liquor store.
2003.
I'm in the Midwest, sir. We don't we don't have classy beverages here.
I'm from there. You're correct.
This is what we got.
Bud Lime. What's the next one you knocking off?
I'm getting rid of the credit score for 10 years
Now,
because to
why
me,
is that?
if you have cash, people don't care about your credit. If you
Chrissy
could,
says cheers.
cheers, Chrissy. Yeah, if you have cash, at the end of the day, everybody knows cash is king. So whether it be gold bars or silver doubloons or regular old greenbacks, if I came to you and said, "Hey, I got $50,000 right now, or you can run my credit, it's 800, and I can pay you over 30 years, and you can try and make interest off me. But if I don't like the deal, I'm going elsewhere, and you're going to be out no money. Which would you take? You would take the cash right away. So for me, credit score is nice on paper, but that's all it is. It's a paper account to see how much money I can loan you and get interest off of you, so you can make payments in installments, so I can get my $4,000 a month off doing absolutely nothing. That's what credit score is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um, I'm with you. I would have knocked that one off. That was going to be my next one. I'm going to go to some comments here. Mary says the rental property and crypto coins are useless to her. Then she also says her husband Ed did some work for people who were mining crypto. In my opinion, very shady, 100%. I believe Chrissy's agreeing with Mary. Will says 4,000 a month just means we don't have to worry about a mortgage anymore. We'll still work. It'll just take one thing off our plate. And that's a very good point, Will. Nothing against that at all. I like the science behind why you would do it and kind of where you're thinking with that or what the way your thinking is going with that. All right, let's see here. Ricky is in with us. What's up, Rick? Nice to see you're not in Facebook jail or someplace off there. And thanks, man, for posting some good stuff on the the Facebook page some stuff that I don't have to block. So you've done good with your last few posts. Keep that up. I've had some erase some shit you put up, but these have been good. Ricky says the most important thing is to make fun of everyone commenting on the debate. All right. Scroll down. Mary says, my luck, they would change the whole credit score algorithm and 800 would be the new 200. Wouldn't surprise me at all if they try to do some shit like that down the road.
See, that's another reason why I don't think it really matters, because who's to say in 20 years 800 isn't 200? It's just I don't like the made up aspects of it. To me, cryptocurrency and credit scores, they're slippery slopes of managing your financial situation. To me, it's too much like gambling in regards to the volatility of it. Exactly. So trust me when I tell you, this shit reminds me of gambling, because one day it's up, one day it's down. And as someone who gambles a lot, one day I'm up, one day I'm down. Give me the cold hard cash.
My brother called me today, or I called him. We had a cousin that passed away, so we were talking about him and just having
Sorry
a
to hear
nice
that, bro.
conversation. I appreciate it. He said to me, he gets to talk about gambling because he gambles as well. And he says, I needed Travis Kelce to get 2 touchdowns, and I would have had $11,000. And all I can think about is you and every other gambler I know. You guys have the same inflections in your voice. All I needed was a guy just to bend over and tie his shoes in the third quarter, and I would have had $250 million. Couldn't even tie his shoes. I just laughed so hard. You guys have the same
I'm telling
time.
you, the rush you get from being so close to hitting a small bet turned into a big payday, man. I'm telling you, it's the main reason why I do it. I spend little amounts of money to try and hit it big, and I also get to enjoy the thrill and the chase of the drama. Lions don't always kill what they're chasing after, but one day, I'm gonna be the king of the Serengeti. You best believe it.
I tell you, and see, and I get the complete opposite from doing it. It makes me absolutely sick to lose 1 penny on a fucking game.
That's your conservative roots, man.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate you guys. Without I didn't even mean to bring that up, but I do appreciate it. So yeah, that must be my conservative roots because I don't like losing at all, but definitely do not want to lose 1 penny on anything. That's why I refuse to count. This. It's tough for me to count on another adult to do anything. That's why I get so mad when you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do and you don't do it. So absolutely not. I cannot. This is probably my last year playing fantasy football. I used to really enjoy playing fantasy football. I absolutely detest it now. Yes, it ruined my Sunday. It ruined my Sunday. I got maybe the first quarter into the second games, and I was like, I'm done. I started watching Dune on Netflix and taking naps with the wife. I was out. I checked out.
I find that so hilarious that you don't win anything in fantasy other than bragging rights, but yet gambling, you can actually win money, and you would rather do fantasy football for X amount of years than spend $5 on a parlay and win possibly $1,000. You got to treat it like going to the movies, man. Sometimes the movie's good, sometimes the movie sucks, but hey, you spent your money, and there's a chance that you get all your money back.
But you're right. You see right there. I don't like that shit either. We went to see John Wick. And for anybody out there who hasn't seen John Wick 4, he's getting ready to be a spoiler. So turn down your volume.
For a movie that's been out for a year.
Some people ain't seen it. When that motherfucker came back down the stairs that second time, I turned to him. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? How long have we been in this fucking movie?" That movie was over 3 hours long with no payoff. I was pissed. The only reason I didn't get up and leave when he fell back down those stairs because I'd already been in that bitch for 2.5 hours already. And it is. It's just like, I'm like, this movie's long as shit. It's just like what we tell young comics. If you want to be a storyteller, fine. But the longer this story, the bigger this payoff better be. Otherwise, people are going to be mad. And John Wick 4, I was pissed.
I can hear it in your voice. I feel sorry for you.
You know how mad I was? I was so mad that I didn't go see Oppenheimer because that movie was 3 hours long and I couldn't take the risk again. That movie theater.
You're going to be real mad when John Wick 5 comes out.
You know how bad John Wick 4 was? the show that they created based off of John Wick, The Continental on Peacock, is better than John Wick 4.
I thought you were about to say it got canceled already. I'm like, damn, they already done canceled.
No, it was just like a limited thing, at least for right now. Maybe they're just trying to, cast that line out there. Let's see what we got here. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Christy, my sister, gave me a little something there, a little heart. Mary said, speaking of the Lions killing, they killed my pool, Mr. Smith. I know. I played one of their players, knowing I'm from Detroit. I grew up with them. I know. Do not count on them. Do not count against them. They will fuck you every time, just for no reason. The Lions you know who the Lions are? The Lions is that little brother that you just can't stand. And then one day, he just gives you a little present, gives you a hug. Like, all right, maybe you're growing up, you're getting a little bit better. And then the next day, he pisses in your shoes while you're sleeping. And you wake up, you put your feet in piss. That's who the fucking Lions are. Yeah. So
Dave Chappelle said it best. Gotcha, bitch.
So, Facebook user says, sorry for your loss, Sydney Smith. Thank you. I appreciate it. Not sure who said
That's
that. But
Roxy.
Roxy, thank you, Roxy. I appreciate it. Sean.
She also said I cash out of the slots when I'm up $20.
Tamara does the same thing. Tamara will take $20 out and she just puts it in the slot machine and she plays it at $20. That's why we're so good when we go to Vegas, because I don't gamble at all. And she'll gamble like $20, maybe 40 if she wants to play 2 different nights. But that's
Ooh,
it,
you
man.
high rollers, you.
Sean called me Sid Miser Smith. Fuck you, Sean.
Yeah.
My mother says I'm tight. My mother told me years ago, she said, boy, you are so cheap. I said, I'm not cheap. She said, I think you get it from your grandmother. She said, your great uncle used to tell your grandmother, she said, girl, you're so tight, you squeeze the head off a buffalo nickel. So she said, that's where you get it from. I said, I'm not that bad. Ricky says, I only do nickel and quarter bets on FanDuel, so I'm with you on that, Sydney. And then
The
Mary said,
minimum you can bet on FanDuel is 10 cents, Ricky. So I don't know where you're getting these nickel bets from, but
I don't know. Mary says they are almost as bad as the Cardinals. Almost. But they're still 5-2, so they can bounce back. They can bounce back. Just don't put your money or any of their players in the game.
since we're talking about football, there was some very questionable dealings with referees over this weekend, which had a lot of people speculating that some of these referees had parlays of their own, because the Eagles had questionable calls in that game go against Miami.
100%.
My Colts definitely got
That was
jobbed
a
on the
terrible
last.
call in the end zone. There was no way that anybody was catching that ball. Sorry, we don't want to get in the weeds on that, but you are
It
right.
just yeah, it just one of those things where when I bet and I lose that way, that is what really irritates me. It's like I don't mind spending $5-10 on a bet, hoping to hit it big, and my team gets blown out. Like the Lions got blown out. I had them within a certain amount. They didn't cover. Fine, that shit happens. But for it to be close like that, and then these questionable phantom calls, that shit is really irritating. So I get why people have issues with sports betting, because again, it can kind of go to the way of the crypto, where you really don't know who's manipulating the market. We've had in the past with NBA refs
Oh
who
yeah.
were on the take.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's always that slim chance that it's not legit.
I don't even think it's even slim. I mean, they're human beings. So I think anytime you put human beings in power, and they believe they can't get caught, people are going to cheat. Not everybody, but I'm gonna say 50%,
I'd agree with you.
just to be fair.
The fact that if no one's checking, some people lack integrity, which I think is probably the greatest human trait, is integrity. Having, that idea where even if no one's watching, I'm going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Where some people are like, shit, if ain't nobody looking, I'm gonna get over as much as I can.
And,
That to me, that always leads you down a path of karma. Like
and,
it
and
comes back.
anytime you have a group of people, and we're not going to get off into this stuff, but I do want to just give the example. When you have a group of people, whether it be in law enforcement, or you have the Supreme Court, or you have referees for the NFL, anytime you're in a job where you can be almost positive you're going to be protected, if you make a mistake, you know even if it's not a mistake, I can get away with this. So going back to the NFL is that the players are not allowed to say anything. The coaches are not allowed to say anything. No one is allowed to chastise these motherfuckers at the end of Sunday or on a Monday morning without getting a letter and a huge fine. So what is to prevent them from doing kind of what we're talking about right now? At least 50% of them.
I mean, they're a lot like their union is a lot like the police union, where the league is in charge of handing out discipline. So what ends up happening is they get punished, but you never hear about it. They lose out on particular matchups. So if you're every referee crew is graded, you know, the highest graded crew usually gets the Super Bowl. And so, you know, but it's one of those things where we don't really know. I mean, how do you become an NFL referee? Like they
You get to know
have
somebody.
that's the thing. They have a system where you can go and apply. I think you start at like high school or college. Like they kind of have a little farm system thing, but you know, I always thought that was kind of cool that, you know, people find a way to get in professional sports without being necessarily professional athletes. I always thought that was kind of cool, but you know, just getting screwed the way the Colts got screwed yesterday is really because I can't stand Cleveland. I really can't. Like
To your Go ahead.
it's my least favorite city in the whole country. I think is Cleveland. I can't stand Cleveland.
You know, I don't like the whole state of Ohio, so I'm with you. So, but to your point that these guys, you don't hear about it, you don't know. We're talking about the NFL referees, and we're going to come back to some comments. I want to read what Will and Angela just posted. But to your point, that is a problem because you never hear about what was done. But if you let me work a bunch of games all season, I don't get to work the Super Bowl. Cool. I got paid a bunch of money to work games. Maybe I was shitty at my job. You still paid me. And I get to watch the Super Bowl and have a good time wherever I am. And going back to what we were saying before, some of these referees have other jobs. Some of them are lawyers. A lot of them are lawyers and making good money doing stuff like that. So this is no skin off their ass. So what? You're not gonna let me work the Super Bowl because I'm a shitty ass referee, or maybe I'm not the best referee because I'm not trying to be the best referee. I'm just trying to collect this check. It doesn't matter to them, and you can see it yesterday. Just to your point, I'm with you. The games I did watch, it was just awful officiating, and it wasn't the first Sunday this season. Will says refs following the script. Will, you are probably right about that because I don't. I am becoming a hater of the Kansas City Chiefs with a passion. I feel like the refs look the other way so much, and I got proof of it. Game 1 against my Detroit Lions, the refs were for sure trying to give that game to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know how many times you got to watch a 6'5" man who's 300 plus pounds who is not setting up on the line and then already walking back before the ball is snapped before you actually make a call. You guys are really trying to give this to the Chiefs. So sad the Chiefs could not be the next team up to win all 17 games in their season. Absolute fucking atrocious. I'm with Will on this one. And I'm with Will on a lot of this stuff when it comes to the leagues in general. I do not, and I'm a guy who's a Jordan fan, so I freely admit that. You guys have heard me talk about it. I do not like the superstar bullshit. I do not. Just call it down the middle, man. Make it fair. People who excel. Jordan would not have won less titles based off calls. LeBron's not gonna win less titles based off calls. Just call it down the fucking middle, man.
Well, see, and that's where we get into the kind of the situation where, you know, it becomes a sketchy situation because as much as we want to say it's sports entertainment. And that's the bottom line. Is you're watching it because it's entertaining. You don't really care for the sporting aspect of it. It's entertaining. If everybody was equal, you wouldn't care. It'd be like going down to the rec league. Everybody's somewhat similar talent. No one really cares, right? But the fact that you have people who are better than others, and it shows, it's like these are the best of the best, and that guy's clearly better than the next guy. The league sees that as a marketing opportunity to where the business comes in, and we all know how business works in capitalistic societies. It's shady as hell. You cut as many corners as you can before you get caught, and that's just part of it. Whether it be Jordan, whether it be LeBron, whether it be Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, whoever, whatever sport. Baseball, the Houston Astros a couple years ago, they were fucking stealing signs, banging on trash cans, wearing buzzers. They
Which is
they
why I cannot
didn't.
root for them.
Yeah, I want them to lose to the Rangers. It's just one of those things where you talked about it. If you can get away with it and no one's checking you, or if you have the majority on your side where people are willing to turn a blind eye, this kind of boils back into our topic situation where that's why I said if you got cash, hey man, let me hand the door guy extra $20 and see if I can't skip this line.
Yeah,
He ain't supposed to do it, but he will.
yeah. Angela Taylor says, on my one trip to Vegas, I found out they don't give coins anymore. So I don't get to hear that change dropping sound if I win. They lost any chance of getting my money. Angela, I could tell that that was your one trip to Vegas because there was no chance you was going to hit any coins hitting anything at all. You were not going to win any money. So you didn't have to worry about that. They did used to have the coins down at the D on Fremont Street.
Some of the old casinos still have coins.
My last trip there, they got rid of them.
I said the old casinos, like the old shitty ones, in the small,
Oh, off the
the river,
strip, way
the
off the strip. Okay.
and I'm not, yeah, I don't know about Vegas, but they have like there's some river boats around the raggedy parts of Indiana that you can go to.
Okay, you put on a white suit and a white cowboy hat.
I'm just
First
not
thing,
everybody can afford to update their machines.
first thing I thought about when you said riverboats and casinos, and some people out there may get this reference, was Porky's. The movie Porky's. That was the first thing I thought about for some reason. I may go watch that tonight when the wife goes to sleep. Such a
Oh Lord.
classic movie. Hey man, I want to watch Pee Wee and those guys peeking through that hole into the girl's shower by myself.
Hey man, I'm not judging. You
You did
you
judge.
do what you do.
Angela says, "Why did Drew Carey theme song start playing in my head? Cleveland rocks." Oh, Angela, no.
No, it doesn't. Cleveland sucks ass.
And then Will Branch here. Will, you're my new favorite viewer because you agree with me, bro. So he said that's a fact, Sydney. So boom, right there. Dude, the dude was correct. He really brought the knowledge on that. The way he broke it down. So I liked it. All right, got an applause break for that. And then I don't know who this is, but is this Bruce? Oh my God! Stop! Just because the Chiefs are badass, stop with the refs. Gave it to them. Is that Bruce?
No, that's Dana.
Dana, hey, I'm calling a spade a spade. What do you want from me over here? They're giving them games. You know they're giving them games. These old phantom calls on like you can't touch. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is the black Tom Brady.
I'm going to use the word black very loosely.
He is black.
He is loosely.
Facebook View says, I love the coins. And Ricky said, read my post in the group, Deion Curry. I just
Susie,
posted proof of the 6-cent bets. He said, why you make Ricky come for you?
I'm not reading that, Ricky. Susie was the one that said I love the coins.
Oh,
So
Miss Susie?
yeah,
All right. Miss Susie, thanks for jumping in with us again. One of our faves, one of our originals. All right. So, with all that said, I'm going to, Deion, which one were you say you were taking? Did you say?
I'm taking the 4,000 a month for life
Okay.
because again, I forget who you said earlier mentioned, but that just takes one bill off the table where you're guaranteed. I don't have to worry about this. I can put it towards whatever, whether it be groceries, car insurance, life insurance, health care, rent, cell phone, whatever it is, car note, whatever. That extra $4,000 on top of what you already do, or even if it supplements in a moment where, like we had in the pandemic where we couldn't go out and do shows, that extra 4,000 a month, excuse me, that would be phenomenal. And to have it for the rest of your life with no worries, where you could take risks and do other things, to me, out of all the things on the list, it's a surefire. So that's what I got to go with.
I am taking the rental property worth $150K and pays $1,500 in income because I believe in having property. And I believe if it's the right property, obviously, all I have is the information here, so I got to use the rest up here. That property will appreciate become worth more
Eminent
money.
domain, baby boy. I'm
Eminent
sorry.
domain.
I need you to get up on up out of here. I'm gonna give you. I'm
Is
gonna
that
give
how
you.
you go? Is that
I'm gonna
what you gonna
give.
put in my
I'm gonna give
scenario?
you that buffalo nickel your butthole's been squeezing, and
I could take cash out of that property as well and go buy other properties or do other things with it as well. So I'm always going to take property over cash. Most rich people do, and I'm gonna go ahead and follow that trend and go with I'm taking a rental property worth 150K, plays and pays 1,500 in income. Anybody out there would like to disagree with me? I would love to hear why you think
I'll
that's a
tell you
bad
why.
idea.
Because you're only getting 1,500 a month in income, where you could be getting 4,000.
To
So,
start, to start. I could take
okay,
that rental
again,
property. I could take that rental property and do things with it.
okay, but if you got the 4,000 a month, you have a head start, and you can flip that into a rental property in how many years? 4, 5?
Hey, if that's what you decide to do with your cash, feel free. I'm just saying, I have the rental property right here in hand. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. I'm not knocking your choice. I'm just saying
You are
the
not
re
no.
the reasoning that you're giving, you could do the exact same thing with option A. So I don't understand why you go with option E.
Well, because option E is there, and that's what it
Option
said.
E is not guaranteed though.
Well, hey,
It says it pays 1,500 in income, but that's if you get a
well,
renter
we'll see,
that
we'll see
you got to
who's
fix up the property. Being a landlord's a pain in the ass.
see right there, right off the rip. So you're not gonna do it. You're gonna take your 50K and go make 10 cents bets every day.
Well, yeah, if I know I'm guaranteed to get this 4K that I'm about to blow on these bets back next month, you damn right I am.
Demetrius says there was a joke that Patrick Mahomes does not go to a black barber, so I agree with Tion.
I'm not saying the man ain't black. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I was just joshing. I love Patrick Mahomes. I love the Chiefs. They're my second favorite team outside of Indianapolis. I've been a Chiefs fan since Derek Thomas and Christian Okoye. For all you who know,
Yeah,
that's
that was a
the
squad right
early
there. Yeah,
'90s. The Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Colts are my three NFL teams. I've been fans of them since the early '90s. Back when I started paying attention to football, those are my favorite teams. I love the Eagles because they had Randall Cunningham, who was a black quarterback. He was fast, and I always thought that was dope. He was fun to watch. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes, it's his wife, man. It's really what it is.
yeah,
It's
it's the
his.
whole team.
She's so obnoxious, and
Only
I
thing,
just
only thing I like about the Chiefs is Andy Reid.
why? Why?
Well, Andy Reid, he's a Hall of Fame coach. All right, so you can't
Yeah,
laugh at the man. He's a Hall of Fame coach. Dude has been awesome
no,
everywhere
he's
he went.
hilarious.
And I enjoyed that Wendy's commercial where he's trying to use his fingers to tiptoe back over there to Patrick's food. And
That was not a Wendy's commercial.
was the Wendy's commercial? What commercial was it?
No, that's a State Farm commercial.
Oh, it is a State Farm commercial. You're right. It is a State Farm commercial. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I like Andy Reid, but I was happy when he won a Super Bowl. I was happy for
I'm
him.
a fan of Andy Reid too.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
said, I
yeah.
like the Eagles, and he was the coach of the Eagles back when they had McNabb. But
They,
they got screwed by the Patriots. It is. Yeah, I'm glad he won.
I mean, that team is really starting to push my nerves though with this whole Taylor Swift thing because I don't think these two people are dating, and this is just getting to be a little much here. I have not seen a woman fake it like that since I was in like 11th grade trying to have
I
sex with a
mean,
girl.
is she faking it if she's coming up with handshakes with the quarterback's wife? Is that
Yes, yes, yes.
all right?
Big
Fair
ass,
enough.
big ass phony, chest
Fair enough.
bumping and all this shit. Next thing I would
I
say, next thing I was, if it's true that she's an Eagles fan, how come we ain't seen your ass up in the box over at the Eagles watching that or over at
because
Lincoln?
she ain't dating nobody on that team.
Right, exactly. So get up out of here. Get up out of here. All right. Angie says, on
I
behalf
got
of
it.
the light skinned black delegation, fuck you, Dion.
I didn't even say anything.
Angela. Angela gets a trifecta.
And Angela, you are barely light skinned. Okay, you're not passing in any part of the country, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What kind of shit is that to say?
I'm just saying she
Light
ain't as
skin's
light
light
skinned as
skin.
she ain't light skinned. She black as hell.
Angela, you can be on Team Sydney. I love that. She said, on behalf of the light skinned delegation, fuck you, Dion. We can use some more of the light skinned delegation over here
You just
in
gonna
Team Sydney.
reread the comment?
I
Okay,
did.
all
I
right.
did.
I see how we are.
It was pretty good. Ricky
Yeah, I
McClain
bet.
said, I can show you, you know, so it all. All right.
See
Rick,
why
let
I
it
ignore
go.
Ricky all the time?
Rick, just let it
I
go. It's
don't
not
got
that
time
big of
for
a
that.
deal. You know Dion likes to fuck with you. It's okay. Demetrius says there was a joke. Oh, sorry, I read that one already. Let me scroll. Let me scroll. Andrew says if I take the 4K a month, I can accomplish everything else. All right. Facebook user says both risk. Property can depreciate too. 4K today won't be 4K in 20 years. Facebook user says take the property, rent it out for passive income, and use the equity to buy more properties. Could net more than 4K a month in the long run, which is kind of where my mind is thinking.
I'm not, but if you make 4K a month for 5 years, you can do option E and still have 4K a month coming in. So to me, the only reason I say 4K a month is because it's guaranteed. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to worry about getting a renter. I don't have to worry about fixing up a renter. I don't have to do anything but stay alive,
So whole
which
life just not wanting to do anything. You
no,
can
it's
get out of
not
that.
whether I want to do anything. I'm saying is I
I'm
don't have to do
just
anything.
fucking with you.
And that's a beautiful thing. When you don't gotta do shit, when you don't gotta tip the door, man, when you don't gotta go the extra mile, when you can stay in the comfort of your own home that you paid for, ooh, it is a beautiful thing.
Mary Ballard says, I don't want to deal with renters. It can become a huge hassle. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean,
Exactly.
there are some stories about that. Andrew says, if the renter pays the rent, you get $1,500 a month. Ricky says, can anyone tell Dion about the nickel bets? Okay. All right. So, Angela, you make a
Ricky
good,
gonna beat that 5 cent to death, ain't he?
Jesus. Facebook user says, pay a property management company to handle the business aspect. Mary says, I love Randall Cunningham. What's up, guys? I missed it. No, we're still here. I'm gonna scroll. Who we got here? Taylor Swift doesn't need to fake anything. She don't got to do anything she doesn't want to. Who's
Yeah,
that?
I bet that's Dana. I'm not even
Is that Dana?
it sounds like something Dana would say.
Dana, you're wrong. All right. Look, you Swifties, don't be coming for me. All right, but I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth about anyone in entertainment. We could easily be over here doing shit that librarians do, or we could go off and be attorneys. We could go off and be engineers. We could just be someone who picks up your trash in your office, but we don't. You know why? Because we need the love. We need the attention. We need it. Taylor Swift has all the money in the world. She has all the fans in the world, and it's still not enough. She still needs to fake chest bumping up in the suite at the Chiefs game. That is how much that 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 what she needs is like crack to her. Every Sunday you see Taylor Swift up there doing that. What you are actually watching her is just open her veins with a needle and take it straight and put it in her arm because she needs it. She craves it. She would do almost anything for it.
Ah, the endorphins.
I gotta have it. So she does need to do things. She could have retired years ago and stopped. But no, she keeps coming back for you Swifties because she just needs it from you. She needs it. So, not true. I disagree.
Fair enough. Are we gonna move on to our next list?
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's heard here before we do. I'm a
All
Taylor
right.
Swift fan, but man, it's been too much seeing her every 2 seconds. Absolutely. They have Nickelback. It can't be a debate show if you don't debate and just say bullshit. Rick, turn the show off then. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Now you're
I'm
pissing me
not gonna
off.
argue with you,
No one's
Ricky. I
arguing with
don't.
you about it.
I literally don't care. I don't.
It's
Thanks.
not
Thanks for watching,
important.
though, Mister 5 Cent Better. He's arguing about me about 5 cent bets and not me calling bullshit on
It's
it.
not
Ricky,
important.
if you're gambling 5 cents a pop, my brother, good for you. I was literally joking, sir. Calm the fuck down.
I'm gonna be
No,
nice.
you
Nice.
gotta
Be
love
nice.
Ricky, man. He's a dedicated listener, and
I
he's
appreciate
willing.
it, but he gets
Yeah,
stuck on these things. Just
and that's what I'm saying. I applaud him for never moving his goalpost. Regardless, he's Charlie Brown. He's gonna kick that ball. Good for him.
just speaking of which, I flipped on Apple TV last night just to see if they had any new stuff on there, and they had the Halloween Charlie Brown cartoon on. And I just sat back and I just kind of just looked at the preview, even though I've seen it a million times. It just made me think about the simpler times of being a kid and knowing when the holidays were coming up because the different Charlie Brown cartoons were going to be fucking coming on. And I found myself there quoting it, the scene where Lucy goes and does the diving for apples or whatever. And she comes up with Snoopy on the other end of this fucking apple. She starts yelling, "Oh God, my lips have touched dog lips." It just made me laugh so much. That has nothing to do with anything, just like Ricky and his betting, but I wanted to put it out there. Demetrius says, "I just hope Taylor Swift finds something else to do by the time they play the Packers. I don't want to see her all over the screen when I'm trying to watch the game." Demetria,
I got some bad news for you, sweetheart.
your quarterback sucks, man. And, all right, and I feel if I ever get a chance to meet your running back, Aaron, he and I gonna have a real talk because I thought he was telling the truth when he was saying that the quarterback was going that he was coming on. This dude, this is no good.
No love
Demetrius,
for Jordan Love.
just sell your TV, Demetria. Don't even watch the game. Don't even watch the game.
Damn, don't sell your TV.
What were the topics tonight? First topic was the list, and I kind of put the list in there, but I will go back through it real quick. You can only choose one. Which one will you choose? $4,000 a month for life, 800 credit score for 10 years, $100,000 cash now, 100,000 in XRP coin. That's pretty much crypto, Bitcoin, that type of thing. Rental property worth 150K and pays 1,500 in income. Dion went with A, and a lot of the viewers did right out the gate. They were coming out, boom, 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 A, which was 4,000 a month for life. I went with E, rental property worth 150K and pays 1,500 in income. So that's what the topic was there, and we're gonna jump to our next one now. Dion's got another one. Hopefully, you guys are gonna have fun with us on this one too, sir.
So I posted this back on October 2nd. I had to scroll a little bit in the group to find it. It says you can only pick three out of these 9 choices. So this is what do you want in your home? Option 1, game room. Option 2, a gym. Option 3, indoor pool. Option 4, basketball court. Option 5, a music studio. Excuse me. This beer is bubbling. Excuse me. Option option 6 is a jacuzzi. Option 7 is a pool table and bar area setup. Option 8 is a slide and ball pit. So kind of like think Discovery Zone for all you old heads. I don't know what's comparable now. I guess they still have Chuck E. Cheese, so something like
Yeah,
that.
you guys, yeah, that's still out.
And then number 9 was a movie theater. You can pick 3. So let's get it cracking, Sydney. What are you picking first?
Are we picking first? Okay, all right. So we are actually going
I
to.
mean, I could go and read some answers.
No. Let's go ahead. No, let's go ahead and go with what we would choose. We're gonna go one at a time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just sorry, guys. I gotta when I make a list, I have to
I
write
have
the
a
numbers next to it. Go ahead. What you gonna
I
say?
have a feeling that I know what you're gonna choose, but I could be wrong.
Well, I would love to say basketball court, but a few years ago, I figured out that I need to take ibuprofen before and after games. So there will absolutely not be a basketball court in
This
there.
man just say I'll be shooting free throws all night.
You know when you got to give it up. But I figured out I had to give it up. It wasn't even the ibuprofen. It was the fact that my body just almost refused to run back on defense for a fast break. And it used to be
You fit right in with most NBA players.
I was when I turned into James Harden is when I gave it up. James Harden on defense, that is. All right, so the first one I'm probably going to go with. I'm going to say movie theater.
Okay, that was option 9, movie theater.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I think the majority of people would go with the movie theater. My brother has a movie theater in his home. It's very nice. The movie theater seats. He's got the recliner. He's got the surround sound. He's got the little thing in the headrest. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And he's got that. It's not Fire Stick, but something where he literally gets all the brand new movies as soon as they come out. Allegedly, he may or may not have this. Now that I think about who's watching this, and so no, he doesn't have that at all. Actually, he pays for all the movies that I've watched over there.
Your brother's getting picked up by the FBI tomorrow, bro.
Did I say my brother? I don't even know that man. I ain't never seen him.
This show will be played. I hope everyone out there understands that the law is watching. Sir, you are Vlad TV. That's who you are. You are Vlad TV.
This bud's for you.
Just out here getting black people busted. You are Vlad TV. We can never get Bootsy Badass on the show now.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Marshawn said you out here dry snitching.
I am. I am.
I ain't never seen nobody. Wait a minute.
I just realized it in the mid. I'm like, ooh, I should.
Who's
Yeah.
watching this? Call your brother, man. Give him a heads up. Tell him he needs to get his go bag together and get out of the country.
Hey, what did Dave Chappelle say? Oil. Ain't nobody said it. Run, get out of here.
So Marshawn said he's gonna go with the man cave, jacuzzi, movie theater. I'm not surprised my bro Sean is going with everything where his feet are up the whole time. So I'm not surprised. Facebook user says indoor pool, theater, and bar. Did I miss something? Was there a bar somewhere? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a pool table and bar
Oh, okay.
combination.
Okay.
That was number 7.
All right. Mary says you can you have $1,500 a month for ibuprofen. So she's telling me I can sit me out there hooping. And Facebook user says I tagged you both. I'm confused. I've been around for half a decade and I don't understand. Can you see whose that is?
No, I'm looking at the list. I'm not in the group chat. So announce yourself, whoever said that,
Yeah, I
because
tagged you
he
both. I'm
can't. He
confused. I've been around for half a decade and I don't understand. I don't know what that is. All right. Angela Taylor says movie theater, recording studio, and I'm renting them out. And, well, all right, Angela over here. Okay.
I gotta tell you, Angela, you're not getting full price for your movie theater.
Mary says Ed has a client that took the screening room out of his house. Huh. Okay. Epic
my number
failure.
one,
That's
my
hilarious.
number one, I'm going with is the game room. I gotta have a game room. I'm a gamer. Sydney is not a gamer. He gives gamers shit. He say you a grown man playing video games. You need to get your life
I
together.
knew this would come back. I knew this would come back.
To which I say, my life is together, sir. It's together in the real world and the virtual world, where I'm a
Jeez.
wizard and a ninja and an MVP quarterback for the Colts.
My life is together in the virtual world where I'm a wizard, I'm a ninja.
I'm a 9-time All-Star, baby.
But
Yeah, I held up 6 fingers, but I'm a 9-time All-Star.
you living your best virtual
Them
life,
other
bro.
3 fingers got blown off in the ninja game.
Living your best virtual life. I love it. Don't let nobody tell you can't be what you want to be in the virtual world. Uh oh, he froze. There it is.
No, you froze. Don't let what?
Don't let anybody tell you you can't be what you want to be in the virtual world.
You
You can be
goddamn
whoever
right.
you want to be.
Yeah, it's my story and I'm telling it.
Oh my God, hilarious! All right, I got the movie theater, yeah, you're right. I would not be getting the game room. I would like to go for the gym though, so I'm gonna get the gym. That'll be next for me.
Okay. You
Is
you
that?
love to work. You love to work out. Gym
I
is number 2
I
out
enjoy
of
it.
all the choices. You know, the thing about the gym for me, and the reason why I'm not picking it, is just because I feel like even with all the equipment, you can pretty much get yourself in shape without having all that stuff. You can do push-ups and sit-ups. There's other ways to acquire the body that you're going to get from the equipment that you would spend your money on.
Yeah,
So just hold on. I'm not knocking it, and I'm not saying that it doesn't hold value. I'm just saying that of all the things on the list, to me, the gym is the one thing on there that you can still get the results without having any of the equipment. You know what I mean? You can't have an indoor pool without water. You know what I mean? Like that would be
you can't get the same results doing push-ups and sit-ups as you are in the gym. You
ask
unless
them
you're.
people in prison. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I'm sorry. Yeah, are you going to just have nothing else to do with your time but be in a 6 by 6 foot cell doing push-ups and
Hey man,
making weights out of water, out of garbage bags and water?
hey man, your gym is your gym. You know, it just says gym, as in working out. It didn't say what equipment. You don't got to have a Nordic track in there. You know,
Uh,
if you get a free hour every 24 hours to go outside and walk in a circle, then Get your run
What?
on.
I'm a little worried about you now. No running.
Yeah.
Just walk.
23-hour lockdown.
You get a warden with that gym.
You get a tower and a man with a gun.
Fucking security guard to come by and beat you every other day. Hit you with a stick. Come and
I
fucking
saw
shake
it.
you down.
I'm not even gonna say that. It was gross. I don't want to repeat it. I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, I was gonna say you're sending your brother off to the federal penitentiary. Don't stop now.
To Ricky, I got to tell you this. Look, man,
Is he still
we've
putting it in
said
there?
it. He sent me a couple Facebook messages. I've literally said I don't care and that I was joking. So relax, my friend. It's all good. I'm glad you get to bet 5 cents. You don't have to send me proof. I was just fucking with you. Okay? It's Monday. Relax. You got the whole week to be stressed out. You don't need to stress out on whether or not you can bet 5 cents or 10 cents or 9 cents. Okay?
Yeah, because we're just trying to have a light show. So let's keep it light.
Yeah. Just fucking around, buddy. Relax.
What would you say your second one was? I said gym for me. What'd you say you were going with?
My second one, I'm going with the jacuzzi because I love long showers and a hot tub, and for me that would be dope. A nice relaxing jacuzzi. Maybe it's inside my movie theater. Maybe it's inside my game room. As long as I don't drop the controller in the water and have an accident. You know,
You talking about where your jacuzzi's gonna be? You all I'm picturing is my man from Coming to America sitting in the apartment in the jacuzzi when the king shows up.
you want 1A downstairs.
All right,
Oh, I
I'm
gotta
not
tell you,
mad. I'm not mad at the jacuzzi, and that does fit you. That fits you. I'm not mad at the
I gotta
jacuzzi.
tell you,
Yeah.
you brought up coming to America. So, was it? It wasn't last week, but week before we had the fan celebration for Miss Pat's party, and my hotel room literally had a window facing a brick wall. I'm gonna post the picture I took in the group, but for some reason, I opened the curtain to my room, and it's literally facing a brick wall, just like the guy from Coming to America. I used to rent this room out to a blind man with one window facing the brick wall, and as soon as I pulled back the curtain, I bust out laughing to myself because
Wasn't
that
there
was one of my favorite lines.
wasn't there a Martin episode too where they faced the wall or something like that?
Not that I
Okay,
recall,
maybe
but
maybe
it's
maybe
possible.
I'm getting the wrong show. Angela Taylor says epic failure on the cover up, so she's going back to when you were dry snitching. My sister Chrissy laughing because you were dry snitching. Angela says Dion pulling the Jada and volunteered info nobody asked about.
I love how Angela's first time being on, and she comes for me unequivocally. I'm glad I invited you to the show, Angela.
I love it because Angela, you are now a favorite. You have to be here every week. I hope now. This is outstanding. She's going after you, and you know
Yeah,
what? You deserve this because you told us she wasn't light skinned. She couldn't pass.
she's getting dismissed post haste after the show.
Well, when the man's drinking Bud Light Lime and says post haste, you know he means
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
Facebook user says music studio, theater, and play area, so I can have the rest of the house to myself. Is that who was that? Dana
There might be.
or Roxy? I bet Roxy.
I can't see it. I'm in the list.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Chrissy's laughing about that, and the pool with the bar. Facebook user says all 8 people. Ricky said that. All right. Facebook user says indoor pool, retractable roof, basketball court for my boys, movie theater. Okay, all right. Everyone's got some good ones here.
Out of everything on here, the basketball court would be the last thing that I would pick because I quit playing basketball when I turned 18. I fucked up my shoulder playing pickup basketball, and it took a long time. It still didn't heal properly because I didn't. I probably need shoulder surgery. But the last time I played basketball, there was a we were all playing 21. There's like 7 or 8 guys on the court, and this one particular gentleman had just a terrible attitude. He thought we were all professionals and that the NBA was scouting for the next pick in the draft, and he pulled a gun. He pulled the gun on everybody, and that was the day I retired from playing basketball. I said, I will never, ever, ever play basketball with people I don't know because it's the dumbest thing to lose your life over a pickup game of basketball. And to see somebody get that upset over something that is so less than trivial. Just, I mean, completely irrelevant to the grand scheme of life. He was willing to throw his life away for a game of pickup basketball. I said, I don't need this in my life. My nephew plays, and I love going to support him, but nah, I'm good. I don't
That
need
is
it.
the most epic story I've ever heard about someone not getting picked to play basketball and
No,
decide.
we were all playing against each other, but for whatever
I'm just
reason,
messing with you. Take it easy.
this
You
guy was so mad, man. He
no
was
more
so
Bud
mad.
Lights for you. You no more Bud Lights for
This
you. You
this
just
bud's for you, man. I'm drinking this for you,
you ain't drinking
since
it
you
for
don't have
me.
access to it
You're drinking that
in
shit
your
ass beer.
posh community up there with your gardener and your
This is a
movie theater and
this home here, sir.
your
This home
Gold's Gym.
this goes Jim. This home here, sir, is a working person's home. Okay, these calluses. All right,
Actually, I don't.
you saw 'em. You saw 'em. All right. I I pulled a I pulled a Johnny Cochran.
His hands as smooth as eggs. You know exactly the reference. That's why I said it.
Indoor pool table. All right, y'all got some good ones here. Christy, what are you talking about? She says Twisted Meadow is awesome. Did I miss something there?
It's a video game.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about, yes, it is a video game. I was thinking about the TV show, which is actually pretty good on Peacock. That's a pretty good show. First season was good.
They turned it into a TV show?
Yeah.
And here you are knocking video games. Look at that. See? Just giving all kinds of entertainment out of
Your boy who won't sign autographs for kids is the star of it.
it. That's hilarious.
Yes, he's a star. All right, Dimitri says indoor pool, jacuzzi, movie theater. All right, everyone's kind of got the same thing here. Facebook user says, Dion, I'm a joker. I'm a midnight toker. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know who that is because I'm not I don't have it pulled up, so I believe you.
Facebook user says, that's because you're skinny, Dion.
Okay.
People are laughing. I don't know what the hell. I think everyone's having their own little thing here. What I like is everybody's going after Dion. That is crazy. Will says, that's crazy. I seen my N words, fight over 21. That's wild. Yeah, man. Spades is one of those things where you can get shot over or get into a fight.
Definitely get stabbed.
And for you, if you've never played spades, I want to tell you, if you play, make sure for your first time you play with some loving people. Don't play with the wrong people because you can get hurt talking over. There's so many little rules that if you don't know, there's so many little house rules depending on where you're playing, you can get hurt. so
Especially if Bud Light Lime is involved.
so Will's right with the 21, but spades is normally the card game I've seen people. I would love to say bid whiz, but most people who play bid whiz are over the age of 55, and they
Yeah.
ain't trying to hurt nobody. Christy, what are you drinking? Christy keeps saying cheers. What are you drinking, Christy? Oh, and slamming bones. Yeah, Will's another one. That's another one people can get
Dominoes, yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Them backyard cookouts.
Will's bringing a little. Well, the backyard cookouts, yeah, because you got a bunch of people who are actually related, but they really don't like each other. They only here because they act as if they don't have a grill at home that they can cook their own food on. So they're already upset about being here and add liquor to it.
I'm telling you, whether it's a spades tournament or a dominoes tournament or a Uno tournament, it's where you can air your grievances in the context of a game, but you just saying what you really want to say, and you're disguising it over dominoes or spades.
100%.
When you slam that spade on the table, take that, you bitch made motherfucker. You really meant that shit.
100%. 100%. Roxy Perez says, I want mine to come with a pool boy. Roxy, that is not on the list. See, this is again. On the list.
I hate to tell you, but pool boys come with outdoor pools. Indoor pool, you don't want that pool boy. He got access to your refrigerator.
Facebook user says, I've seen families torn apart over Uno. You know what? Uno's another one too, where it gets nasty with the Uno. You're right. That was a good one. Chrissy says she's drinking wine, and it's called Beatbox. Pink lemonade in the flavor. Chrissy, that sounds like you're gonna have a hangover tomorrow. I don't know.
Shandace used to drink wine out the box when she watched this show. So shout out to all our box of wine drinkers.
You know what? That is true. Let's go ahead and give her a applause. She did used to drink that box of wine when she would watch this back in the day. And it says my cousin's wig flew off in the middle of a space game when she jumped up to slam down her card.
She must have had one of them Ricky Betts wigs. One of them 5 cent joints.
That was Joanne. LOL. I'm married with 3 boys. I'm about 3 days away from coming off the out the closet. All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
All right,
Yeah,
we gotta
a last one.
yeah. So I went with the you go
What?
ahead, because
I went with the
you go ahead.
pool table because I gotta have some relaxation time, and I like to. We like to entertain, and have the fellas over and whatnot. So I went with the pool table and bar.
Are you good at pool?
I
Or
uh, I could pick up a stick and play and be pretty decent. I used to be better when I played a lot more, but yeah.
okay. Pool is one of those games where I'm as good as my competition. If you're terrible, I'm terrible. If you're good, I'm good. I don't know what it is. It's always been one of those things where I don't I can't gauge how good or bad I am. If I'm playing by myself, I don't make anything. So I guess that means I'm bad. But if I'm like actually competing against someone, I play a lot better. So
So you got something on your top lip, and it's driving me nuts. There you go. You got
it's
it.
pro- it was Mr. Lime here. I've been drinking, Sydney. I don't know if you
Yeah,
noticed this or
man,
not,
yeah, I
but
couldn't tell. I could not tell. I could not tell. I had no idea. I had no idea you've been drinking. I just met you.
my brother has a pool table in his basement. Well, he did before the feds came.
So what do you go? What are you going with?
My last one it would be the movie theater.
Okay,
Yeah,
so movie theater for you.
game room,
Okay.
jacuzzi, and movie theater. I love watching movies. My brother has a popcorn machine.
You gonna need that movie theater when your brother go to jail. So, yeah.
He pops illegal seeds, non Monsanto seeds. It's the greatest popcorn you ever had in your life.
You get these Arvale red popcorn kernels. Shit,
Oh,
yeah.
with the movie butter, man. I'm telling you, got the cow out back. Oh, Bessie.
Absolutely fucking hilarious. Yeah, yeah, got these black market. Like, come to your brother's house, everything is fucking off the black market. Nothing is legit.
Nope.
Angela says, once again, bringing your poor brother into the conversation.
Hey, it's all paid for with that 4K a month.
Oh, man. Absolutely, absolutely hilarious. Just throw your brother under the bus. I love Angela. You are my new favorite person tonight who's never watched the show before that I know of because no one else has said anything. So kudos to you, Angela.
Fuck you, Angela.
All right. Let's go ahead and get out of here so we can get everybody back to whatever they were doing. Hopefully, they're not watching illegal movies because that's not what we do here unless you're Dion's brother. All right. So,
Allegedly. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Dion, what is your what the hell?
My what the hell is up with the shows I had this weekend? For all intents and purposes, while I was on stage, I felt as though the crowd was not enjoying me to the level at which I thought they should be enjoying me. Then after the show, when I set up my merch, people bought the shit out of it and they told me how hilarious they thought I was. To which my response was, well, why didn't you laugh out loud? I don't understand why people go to comedy shows and keep the laughter to themselves, only to tell you afterward, oh, I thought you was great. This is one of the best shows I've ever been to. Well, show me while I'm up there. It was frustrating to be like, are y'all enjoying me or not? And everyone who spoke to me after the show said, yeah, we thought it was a great show. And I'm like, well, then why did y'all let me dangle in the weeds for so long? It happened for 3 shows. It was very weird. It's the main reason why I don't like Ohio is because they were slow to get jokes. And this felt very much like Ohio, where they were very slow. They got the joke, but it would take them a little while. And as a performer, you want your timing to be spot on. as you check your watch. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was getting messages coming in.
I thought you tried to tell me something like, yo, I need you
No,
to
no,
wrap this
not at
up,
all.
B.
Not at all. Not at all. Not. I didn't.
Wrap that gavel
I,
up, B.
I didn't give you this. You know what I saw on? And I said I'm gonna start doing it to people. Was I think it was on Seinfeld. Was no, it was Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He would pull his phone out when people talk too long, and he would just start playing like the music from the Oscars, and they would speed up what they were trying to say. So they would walk away from him, like he was walking people, he was playing people off. I thought that
Playing
was
people out, yeah.
the greatest fucking idea. I said, I'm so gonna do that. Mary said, "Come to Arizona. The old fat lady in at the front of the stage will be laughing out loud." See, right
I
there.
love you, Mary. Appreciate you.
You know he'll be here next month, Dion, or Mary. Dion will be here next month.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was good. What the hell? What the hell did I have? What the hell? I just spaced on it. I just spaced on my what the hell.
And I'm the one that's been drinking.
I know, right? You know what? I will say this, and I think someone else said well, my brother said something to me about Chicago. No, you know what I wanted to say? I do know. I remember what I did want to say. I wanted to talk about my cousin. So we are always on here speaking about different things when it comes to family. I think Deanna and I both are pretty open for the most part when it comes to our backgrounds and our family. My cousin Keenan passed away. My sister tried to call me last night to let me know. I missed a call. She texted me and my brothers this morning to let us know. I saw it. And my heart sank. And I had not talked to my cousin probably in a couple of years. The last time I physically saw him, I had went out to Atlanta a few years back to do shows, and he was living in Georgia, and he drove about an hour to come and see me because he'd never seen me perform live. And we got a chance to chat it up, talk about old times, and everything. And one of my memories, my brother and I, what we were talking about today, one of my fondest memories about it was when we were kids, and he was our older cousin. When we were kids, around Halloween, we went over to the house, and he asked me to set up my brother and get my brother to come upstairs. Well, Keenan had this very realistic, lifelike Freddy Krueger outfit back in the day. And he comes jumping out of the closet with it, and my brother screamed like six girls and took off, like he almost forgot I was standing there, and just took off and ran. And he was just a good person, man. Great spirit about him. He was the type of cousin that I hope everyone has a chance to have, because we all have cousins and older siblings that beat the hell out of you and tell you this to toughen you up. Well, he was the cousin that would always look out for you, put his arm around you, make sure you was okay, and just show you that kind of love. And I remember being a kid, and he was a rapper. He and his buddies, they were a rapper. They had a little rap group, and they were trying to make music and get it out there and all that stuff. And I've never forgotten it, because it was the first time that I saw anyone that I knew actually trying to create and get it out for people. We all know people who can sing. We all know people who can dance. But how many of us do we know people who are actually trying to put it all together and get it out, so people can hear it and see it? So I found and I continue to find inspiration in that memory. I have nothing but love for my cousin. I wish we got a chance to speak again and have more time, but we don't get to choose that. So just I don't know. It's very cliche, but hold those that you hold close. Make sure that you do, and maybe pick up the phone and give someone a call tomorrow that you've been meaning to call, and just to say, "Hey, man, I love you. Hey, lady, I love you." Maybe it is your mom. Maybe it's just a cousin you haven't talked to in a while, because
Don't call me Ricky.
it you don't you you don't know, you don't know. Ricky, I'll be hitting you up with Dion's number later so you can give him a shout out.
Well said, brother. Well
Yeah.
said.
So thank you
Rest in
guys
peace to
again
your cousin.
for all your kind words. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Good show. You guys are awesome. It was fun. It was light. It's what I needed anyway. Rick, I'm sorry it wasn't what you needed, but it's what I needed though. You guys are so much fun. All right. If you're in the Valley, Dion will be here. I will be here. I'm shooting my special. Buy tickets. Come out. If you're not in the Valley, buy a plane ticket. Come out. we're gonna have a great time. Absolutely, Demetria. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I love all of you guys. And as I always tell Dion, I love him. I love him. I love him. Will says, appreciate y'all, brothers. Appreciate you, Will.
Thank
We
you.
hope to see you back again, man. We're going to have a different show next Monday. Facebook user says, so glad I could hop on tonight. It's been a few and I've missed you both. Thank you very much. And Mary says, November 11th. Absolutely. Comedy special. Misunderstood. It's going down. And then the birthday party. Guys, have a good week. Dion, you good?
Yeah, it was Joanne Little who said she hopped on. So thank you, Joanne.
Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you, Tiffany, Crystal, uh, Keith says rest in peace to your cousin.
Thank you, Keith.
Yeah. So thank you guys for another fantastic episode. This was a lot of fun. Ricky, I was just kidding with you. Be safe, guys. Have a safe week. We'll see you guys next Monday with another awesome show.
And hit
Take
that
care of
share button
yourselves.
one last time for us before you get out of here, if you would, please. Thank you.